Hello, my darlings. Hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome to the House of Zelda. Thank you for being here and especially for seeing crime with me. Welcome to True Oracle. Thank you. And thank you to my beautiful mods who are here and who knows exactly what to do and when to do it and where to do it. That's what it's all about. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. And believe me, thank you, my darlings. You guys are so wonderful. Listen, I am totally convinced that I have the best chat on this platform. I know I can count on you. I know that you guys are so well behaved and classy, and everything is so great. I just love it. So thank you so much. Yes, everybody's commenting on the glasses. You know, glasses are about the only accessory that I can have on here that really makes it me. And you guys have sent me earrings and other beautiful little goodies. But I want to show you something really, really quickly. And if my audio, no, it's not my audio. I don't think. You may have to refresh, Leanne. But I want to show you something that is so beautiful. Once again, you lovely darlings sent a package. This is from Zen Jen, and I want to show you. Thank you so much. Listen, I get the glasses on Amazon. They're 1.25, just enough so that they're readers and I can see everything else going on. So there we go. So my darlings, here, this is what beautiful Zen Jen sent to me. It is an apron that was in my wish list. Since you all are here, I'm going to open it up in front of you because you know what? You guys know what's cooking. You know what's cooking. You know what's up. And I love that. This is what in the old days we used to call grow grain ribbon. And pink. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I just love it. And thank you so much. Let me open it up over here because it looks like, I mean, hello. This is so, oh my goodness. This is so beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. How beautiful is this? I mean, hello. And I'm going to hold this up in front of me. If this is not adorable, I do wear aprons when I cook because, hello, accidents happen. I'm an apron wearer, and I just love the fact that this is vintage. I found some and put that into my little wish list. And Zen Jen sent it over to me, and I'm so very grateful. Thank you so much. I got to give it a little wash first. You know how that is. She is stiff as can be, and she has that little plastic smell, but all is well. And I will take care of that in a very nice little load of my little laundry. Thank you so much. And to Zen Jen, if you are here, bless you, my darling. I'm going to put it here to the side. There we are. Now, my darlings, 1 week ago today, I think you can't hear me because I don't have this up very close. But I like to keep, because I noticed on the last video, I was hitting and being crazy. Now, 1 week ago today, at this time, we were sitting in the courtroom. You all were sitting with me. And we were getting ready to hear what was going to be happening with Karen. Does that not seem like a lifetime ago? I mean, it just seems like, holy moly, Karen standing there. And then we had that, that false start. Now, I have been trying to find out what time that false start came about. And I don't know. I was told that it was 2:20 or 12:27, and I don't think that's right unless, because I'm on Eastern time, unless it was Mountain time when somebody told me that. Does anyone in this chat know? Was it 2:27? Was it 2:27 when it came in? I was thinking that it was 2:27. It was 2:27 is what I was thinking. Because I'll tell you what. So I've got to share a few little things with you here before we get started. 2:27, definitely. All right. Yes, it was. Okay, I was thinking that. Because then the verdict came in at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's New York time. So, my darlings, give me a second. Drink time. And thanks again for Tennessee Paranormal for gifting me one of their tumblers. I just love them. So I'm a two-fisted drinker today. Hello there, my darlings. Hello, mods coming in. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm a two-fisted drinker. This is from Mrs. Marie at True Oracle, sent that to me. I just love it. I just love it. She knows how I am. And then this came from Mid-Tennessee Paranormal. And I'll tell you what, if you've never had a tumbler like this, I am convinced I'm not going to go without another. That one has sweet tea in it, and I'm going to tell you what, it is too sweet. All right. A few little things that I want to share with you. This year that we are in, 2025, is a 9-year. That means endings. Endings for all of us. Endings for many things. It's the number 9. 2, 20, 25. 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. That is an ending year. An ending year. 9 is all about endings, but it's also about new beginnings. Brand new beginnings that will happen. I don't have a doubt. Will happen. Karen's verdict was on the 18th. 1 plus 8 equals 9. So there we've got another 9 playing in here. The 227 is a definite significant number. And tied into this is Spirit commanding a redo. From everything, because listen, I'm going to tell you a little something. Your Zelda girl has a system. I call it the Zeldan Codex system, where I implement numerology, astrology, all kinds of little things together. It took me a little bit to come up with it. It is an excellent system. I don't share it that often, because it's mine. And you know how that is. So with that being said, I learned from some periodicals from the 1700s. See, I have a whole library of psychic, paranormal, even witch stuff. Now, I read it because I think it's very interesting. I don't practice that. It's neither here nor there with me. But I have books back to the 1500s in French that I've had to do my best to translate a job. I mean, that's a job. It took me about a year to have this one translated because if you would see the font, I mean, hello. It's not only that it's in French, but it's the font as well. Anyway, 1500, 1600, 1700, 1800. Putting together these systems, and I came up with a system, and I'm going to tell you something. Saturday night, if you mark down, stop what you're doing at 7 p.m. Eastern, because I would really like to have you here. I'm going to do something on this channel that is so unprecedented. I'm going to do something that I don't think has been done before. It's taken me some research. You're going to see I'm going to have the 3-camera system, and you're going to see exactly what it will be Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. You'll be amazed. Now, I've not come out and done what I'm going to do because I want it to be fresh, as in come right out for you. We're going to do it together. And if it works, fantastic. And if it doesn't work, fantastic. We've tried. But I look at it this way. It is a collective between all of you and me. You are a part of this community. And this is going to be like, oh, wow, Zelda. Absolutely. Nothing scary, no disclaimers, all of that. I just would love to have you here. And that's Petey back there. Has a toy that is in a box. And of course, he waits until I get here. So thank you, my darling AD. You have to do what you have to do. It is going to be exciting and I think a little intense. So, Karen, I have received my House of Zelda cards in yesterday. Absolutely beautiful. Big hugs to you. Big hugs to you, because I'm going to tell you something. I don't think some people realize that they are handcrafted by me. And the more you use them, look at this, secret is on the bottom, ho ho. The more you use them, the better they'll get. They are nothing you can get on Amazon, nothing you can get on anyone else. They are, yes, it's Petey Pink Nose in the back there. Listen, I got to tell you something. He scared me. Before we go on, time out, here comes Zelda with a story. He scared me the other night because I have in the kitchen here are suspended cabinets. So I don't think anything about it. If I go out to anywhere and get any type of anything through a drive-through, I have some little carriers with a handle on them because, you know, those other little flimsy things, I'll drop a drink. Zelda will drop a drink getting out of the vehicle, 30 steps from the vehicle into here. Zelda would drop a drink. Forget it. It's done. Well, I keep them on top of the end of the one suspended cabinet as you walk into the kitchen. All of a sudden, I hear this clamoring, and I thought, what the heck is going on in the kitchen? And there's a back door that's in the kitchen. We never use. I have it blocked because it is very small, and hey, I need to spread out when I'm a cooking. So I see all of a sudden when I looked in there, because as I'm looking here, I can look through here and I see the back door of my kitchen. And then the kitchen is kind of offset to the right. I see one of those carriers on the floor and I'm thinking, okay, is somebody going to the Dairy Queen drive-through without me? And that reminds me, because one of my beautiful people said, Zelda, put your thing up. There's my thing. All right. And I thought, they're going, oh, hello. This entity, this ghost is going to go to Dairy Queen without me. He's got his little thing going. Got his little drink carrier. So I'm hearing this scratching around. I go out there cautiously now, because you never know. Cautiously, you got to go out there. And I'm thinking, what is this? And I hear, and all of a sudden I see these two little glowing. Now this was in the evening, so I didn't have any lights on. I see these two little glowing eyes from the suspended cabinet looking down on me. And I'm thinking, okay, I have two choices. I can scream, cut, and run, or I can stand here and wait to see what's going on. Well, I waited. And all of a sudden, it was little Petey Pink Nose raised up on that suspended cap. I don't know how he got up there. I'm going to tell you, I don't know. He must have jumped on the cab or jumped on the countertop, then on top of the refrigerator. And that's the only way that I can think of. And that little stinker was just sitting up there like, I needed a change of scenery, mama. So here I am. So anyway, little stinker boy. But, hey, to know them is to love them, right? Anyway, so here we are, 1 week, back to the present now, back to the present. Now, some of you have asked me what's on my cork board in the back here in my tarot investigation office. You see, I've got tarot cards on my desk. I have got, I don't know if you can see them or not, but let me move this down. I've got a few cards out here on the table, the Cartomancy. But I'm going to share with you what these things are. This, my darlings, is the World card. It's a World Tarot card. It's there because the world is watching Karen Reed and everyone else associated with, even arm's length, watching. The world is watching. We know that. We have friends in here from all over the world. Let me fix the bangs because you know how that goes. All right. Then right here, this funny little skeleton above this monster, above this person, is the Death card. That is to show, that is symbolic in many things. That is many things on, as you know, and I'm just going to kind of leave it at that, but it definitely means an abrupt end. And it's because we are in year number 9 and an abrupt new beginning. I don't like to say that I guarantee, but I'm going to just stay one hair below that. And I'm going to say, you heard it here, there will be another investigation in Officer John O'Keefe's unaliving, and it will be reopened. There is too much outcry, and he's going to stay there until we know the truth. And so will this one, because this one knows the truth, and she's not saying it. This one here, well, that is Hank's ham sandwiches. He's getting an honorable mention right there only because. And I don't believe that he had anything to do with this unaliving of Officer John, but I do believe that he is responsible for a lot of things. And we would have never gotten as far as what we were in the court system if he didn't get off of, if he would have gotten off of his high horse. What you see right here is the Knight of Swords, the tarot card, the Knight of Swords. In the tarot, horses are always movement. They are action. In the Death card, there is a horse. All 4 knights are on a horse. It depends on the degree of how chill they are, but this Knight of Swords, also dubbed the Lord of Wind and Breezes, with his sword drawn, is heading right into the wind. He is facing exactly what he needs to face. He is, doesn't matter. His energy is going to go right through. Now, of course, here we have dear sweet Sandra Birchmore. Goes without saying. She has some things, and I misspoke on our last live. Please forgive me. Matthew Farwell's hearing has been scheduled for August the 4th. However, we don't know. It could be, it's been backed off several times since this past December. Now, there are some things happening. And I'm going to leave it to that for just a second. And of course, we have Officer John. We have a Ace of Spades here. This is here for a reason. I put this here for a reason because of the symbolism behind it. And hello, it's Zelda here, so hello. The symbolism behind this Ace of Spades is all about either one, taxation. Now, what taxation is there? It wasn't a formal tax. This was something that Karen was being taxed with. They wanted her to pay the price. They wanted her to pay the tax. Have you ever heard of somebody having a taxing situation? That's what it is. Now, I've got fingerprints up here. I've got documents. I have a couple of sigils. I've got all kinds of things. And of course, this is an all-seeing eye with a triangle that must have balance. And of course, I don't know, what are we going to name him? We have to name him because he just hangs out there. I don't know. We have to name him. I don't know. Freddie is the little ghost in the bottle that you see on the entry. He's the little ghost in the bottle. That's Freddie. But I don't know I don't know what we're going to name him. He's just hanging out. We may just have to ask him to go do something. Who knows? But I'm going to tell you, you're going to be seeing so many people making statements and making some mistakes. I can imagine if Karen were found guilty and the jurors were coming out, do you really think that they would be harassed? They would be lauded as heroes. This is sickening as far as I'm concerned, watching the craziness that's going on with these poor jurors. And now other YouTubers are being attacked on social media. Aiden has been attacked on social media. You can't even hardly say anything because somebody has an opinion. And you know what? You know what they say about opinions. So we're just going to keep going. We're just going to go where it is that we need to go. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I want to explain what is in my little office, because as we go along, soon we're going to be adding Enrique Delgado Garcia's picture up here as well. We may be adding Brian Kohlberger's picture. Most likely we'll be adding maybe some of these bad actors and maybe Brian Higgins, the key witness. I've always called him the key witness. You can look back at my videos. I've done 2 videos on him alone. The key witness. Pardon me. Okay. So, as we go further, you're going to see how some of these things kind of migrate, except for Brian Kohlberger. And then there's Luigi Mangione, but he's federal. We're not going to be able to see. And then there were some, the government dropped some charges on Diddy yesterday. I understand that. Don't get upset anybody. I know exactly it's a strategy move. So we're not even going to go there. But we're going to continue with this flow. And there may be a day that we'd ask for Miss Sandra Birchmore to come in on the EVPs as well. So I just want to let you know. Now, there's some things, and I've been talking to you about it. There are some things in the Brian Kohlberger, the Idaho 4, regardless if he is guilty, whatever, I'm not going to make an opinion because you know how that is, and that is innocent until proven guilty, but okay. But I'm just going to say this. There are some connections that kind of gave me the creeps. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. And then, when the time comes, not now, not today. So this is getting very interesting, my darlings. And for those of you who are worried that I'm quitting, oh, hello. We're just getting started. Because we are not going to quit until Officer John gets the justice that he deserves. You see, the one thing that they did not do, and they have not done, is in this little pseudo investigation that they had. When you investigate somebody, there's a process of elimination. But Karen was taxed as a target. She was taxed as someone that was going to take, and remember what this one up here said. Oh, if she doesn't play guilty, this is going to be an episode. Well, welcome to the episode. Welcome to the episode. Welcome to the episode. I'm going to tell you what I really think, because I see some of you in here. Sylvia's daughter, my darling, could BA have flipped? No. Because he went to Yannetti and told him everything but wouldn't sign. That wasn't Yannetti. Or I'm sorry, that wasn't BA. That was a man by the name of Scanlon. So that wasn't, or BH, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. It was a guy called Steve Scanlon. That's who that was. That's right. Steve Scanlon. I don't think anybody has flipped at anything right now. It's too early. I do believe that there are people just like Michael Easter. Hello. If you're watching Michael Easter, no, I'm not even going to say that. That's not nice. Anyway, I'm just going to say there is, pardon me, hello to each of you coming in and all of you watching. Please consider subscribing and hitting that little like button. Michael Easter is amazing, and he's very nice looking. Okay, anyway, so Anyway, okay, I'm watching chat too. So there's a process of elimination that they didn't even follow. There's going to be, I'm going to tell you, there will be 2 people from another agency. I'm going to say that really hasn't, they're letting things go. They're just letting everybody do their thing. And that's what they do. They just kind of let everybody do what they want to do. And in the meantime, we like the fact that Michael Easter keeps dropping these little Easter eggs. And I know all of you saw AJ in the lawn, on the lawn of 34 Fairview Road, hollering for Nicole to see if these people could hear through their bedroom window. Holy mackerel, not only could they, but the neighbors could have heard as well. There's more coming. There's more coming. Pardon me. There's more coming. They will open another investigation. If it's not already opened, it won't be these crackpots that we see that are normally coming out of the Canton proper or Dedham or Norfolk County. It will be a proper investigation. So I'm going to tell you something. Don't get caught up in this air of everybody's got to make a statement, and everybody, look, there's 227 people in this. Everybody's got to make a statement. Everybody's got to say a part. Everybody's pooey. Actions speak louder than words to the Alberts and to the McCabe's. You had to have a ringleader. We know who exactly that we need to be looking at. So we're going to let the professionals do it. We're going to stand back and we're just going to just keep smiling, because I want you to know that here's what's happening. On a spiritual realm, welcome to the woo-woo with Zelda. On a spiritual realm, when someone is unalived, and especially violently, that is not their time. That energy can work miracles. And the first thing that energy can do is we call it haunting. But what they can do is that they can cause things to happen. Spirit can cause something to be in front of them that reminds them of what happened, to the point where sometimes people go mad. Sometimes people get diagnosed with schizophrenia. Sometimes people have problems until they clear this. Until they clear it. Give me a second. Somebody just emailed me something, and it's really, really important for me to see. Okay. So, thank you. In my book, they'll get haunted. If they haven't already, they will. They think they're above everything, they will. Just everything that's going on, and Karen being free and the jury saying not guilty, will haunt them. You see, all of this attention makes them go back. And especially people like, I don't know, Brian Higgins, maybe Jennifer McCabe. Why do I keep doing that? Jennifer McCabe will continue to go over this in their mind. Yeah, you see this? You see this? They'll continue to go over this and over this and over this in their mind until they can't think anymore. I've seen this happen. Now, I was about to tell you about that in the last stream, but I'm going to tell you really quickly and we're going to get started. Karen there was no debate. Karen was not only factually innocent, she is forensically innocent. Forensically. That means there's no evidence. The only reason she got an OUI is because, well, she kind of admitted it in those things. And you know what? Oh, well. After 1 year, and this is why she's laying low. You noticed she's not given one statement at all. The only thing we saw was her taking the trash out of somewhere, and that was it. She's going to lay low, my darlings, for a little bit. And then out comes what needs to be coming. But there was a man, he was a wonderful man, did a lot for his community, always there for other people, always giving money, helping others, feeding others. And one night, and I know this personally, one night he was sitting on the curb, the berm of the road outside this one establishment where he donated food for the hungry. And he was so distraught. No one could speak to him. And finally, somebody said, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what we can do for you. He confessed. He said, listen, I need a police officer. I need to confess. He confessed to a crime 17 years earlier when he was drinking heavily. He was on some mind-changing substances, let me say it that way, and he unalived someone. He hid it. Nobody ever was able to find. It was a cold case file. Nobody was ever able to find. And he confessed. And when he confessed, he said, oh my gosh, the weight is lifted off my shoulders because no matter what I do to try to make this up to people, it's never going to be. So anyway, that's what's going on. And that same thing can happen in this particular case. No matter what they do, no matter what they say. Now, I'm also going to say this. I believe there's a reason why the DOJ keeps bumping Matthew Farwell back. I believe that. Hold on a second. Somebody sent me a Venmo and I want to thank you. I can't check it and thank you. So when you send me a Venmo when I'm like this, I have a camera getting ready. I'm getting ready to put on and I can't check it or it messes up my camera. So thank you for sending that. And I always thank you in the Venmo app. So just know that you guys are awesome. So as we go further, you're going to see how all of this is going to start making sense because it is with Matthew Farwell. You cannot tell me that something ain't up with Matthew Farwell. The DOJ and the feds don't back up hearings until they maybe sort of kinda get more to the story. And now that the DNA has come out that he was not Sandra's baby's father, he has nothing to lose. He doesn't have anything to lose anyway. He is facing the unaliving penalty. He's not getting out. This, pardon me, giving information and this particular type of thing will probably be the difference of him being unalived as a penalty or being in there for the rest of his life. There's no parole, it's day for day. And the feds, hello, that's the way it is. The truth will come out. Now, I did see Sue says you need a conscience for that. I'm going to tell you something. No, you don't. This can bear a weight on even the hardest criminal. The hardest criminal. The most unfeeling, how do I want to say? The most unfeeling, I have to be careful, person on here, not on here, but I mean in life. And I can tell you this, it can break someone down, especially if you're being haunted. Karen, I'm seeing all this. Karen will be financially restored. Listen, what they're doing now is they're planning more things. I'm going to also, there's more coming. So let these people come out with their statements, with their defamation, with their RICO, with all of this. Just let them keep on, because they're not going to know what hit them legally and financially. I'm going to tell you, I pretty much think that Miss Karen will most likely own the state of Massachusetts. Now that's kind of a, whatever, but I'm going to say, watch, sit back, watch, and smile, because I can tell you this young lady right here and her baby, and this young man right here, and whomever, maybe even his partner, may be busy at work, wondering who they're going to be visiting next. You ever read The Telltale Heart? They're just going to be wondering. Guilt is an amazing thing. It's amazing. So with that, my darling, what do you say? Let's read some cards. Let's get started. Got to have a little drink. For those of you who need to take a break right now, my dear cat lady, look at her. Bless you, my darling. Jackson flat out told Brennan, don't you love that? That his statement was defamatory and Hank isn't protected by litigation privilege anymore. And I don't know if any of you saw this from Mr. Betterow when he was with Nurse Kim, adorable Nurse Kim. If you haven't, just look that up. Because Mr. Betterow, in no uncertain terms, basically said for Mr. Brennan to go F himself. He spelled it out. But believe me, my darlings, he was very eloquent when he said that, because he said, sir, I love it. Here's to you. Here's to you, Mr. Attorney Mark Betterow. Oh, he told Brennan off. I love it. That it was Mark Betterow that turned Brennan off, or that said that to Brennan. See, the plot thickens, my darlings. It thickens. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, Standing Stones. Blows my mind that the feds look into the unaliving of John and said to the CW not to take this case forward because they found out that she did not hit OJO. But Meatballs pushed forward to help. Yeah. You know the other person we haven't seen much of? Mr. Morrissey. Go back and look at a couple of my card readings. And all he said was the jury has spoken. For Hank Brennan, this guy, to come out and give the statement that he did almost makes you feel like he had a little bit of skin in the game. And could it have been that he was promised a bonus? Could it have been that, I don't know, but hello, Mr. Brennan, do you not have anything to do? Because, the world is waiting for ham sandwiches. So there you are. I think it's all good. I think it's all good. Listen, the more you see these people clamoring, the more you can sit back and smile. Because they're guilty. They're guilty. In my opinion. Okay, I better put that banner up here, huh? Hello. These are my opinions. I'm not a law or medical professional. I didn't fill that out correctly. My verbiage is not correct. However, I ran out of room. So that's the best I can do. The new moon has been so good. Oh, yes, it has. I believe he was promised a bonus. I believe he was promised probably a lot more than a bonus. Here we are. And to all of you who love your cards and who have sent me messages, thank you. My 6 is covered. Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. I have not heard from her. So we're going to send her some wonderful vibes. And thanks, Kim, for bringing that to our attention. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, it's Lar. Lar. You spelled Lar. Absolutely. I'm not Lar. I don't even know if I have enough room in it to change it. I'll do that. Maybe I can. Let me change that. Oh, I do have enough. I do have enough in there. Thanks for letting me know. Now we're gonna let her take it. I'm not Lar or medical. Thanks for that correction. Here we go, my darlings. Are you ready? Because I sure am. We're gonna get this underway. Now I have some questions that I will be asking. And we'll be going from there. So let me get camera 1 up. There we are. You can see all my reflections and everything else in the back. Made with Unity. Let me see if you can see this. The sound is off, so you don't have to worry. Okay, and now we will be adding this to the stage. Hi, everybody. Oh, I like this. I like this. You can see pretty much everything that's just happened because it was meant to be. We're going to ask, I've got 2 decks of cards here, the House of Zelda cards, and I have my tarot deck. We're going to just go through once again. I've got some questions here going through this. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so glad that you love this. Thank you so much. You guys are so wonderful to me. Thank you so much. So the first question for John's energy, and I've already cleared things. I don't want anybody to worry. You're not in any whatever whatsoever. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a switcheroonie. There we are. First card out. 2 cards. 2 cards. Look at the energy coming. 2. 2 as in also. But they are 2 cards. I love it. Did you see that? Just as I said 2, it says 2, but in another spelling in another way. It's time to rest. Yeah, it's time for everybody to rest, including Karen. And then look what else. Do the right thing. It's time to do the right thing, and it's time to rest. That almost sounds like he's getting ready. You know what? You better rest, and you better do the right thing, or else this energy may just come to haunt. It may just come to haunt. Hello. How are you? I love it. So thank you very much for that first card. Now, the energy is pretty high here. I can feel it. 2 means also. That is absolutely correct. The 2 is also. So I believe it's one card, also another. Everyone is protected. You don't have to worry about it. It's John's energy coming through. Someone asked me, why don't we use the spirit boxes? Well, because I think in this particular setting, it's hard to hear. It's hard for me to hear. I know it's hard for you to hear. So, and welcome to each and every one of you coming in. Bless you. Thank you so much for being here. Watch. Watch and see what happens. Watch. Amen to that. Amen to that. I think I need to put me on the bottom here. We'll switch places there. Might be easier to see. Watch. It's just like wait and see. Just watch what happens. Just wait and see. Yeah, I think the DOJ portal. Okay. And just then a card falls out, and that's travel. I wonder if it's travel through the portal. I'm wondering. Quickly. Watch portal quickly. So it looks like his energy is going to be coming in quickly. And I'm going to say with a vengeance. His energy coming in with a vengeance. Let me see about this. There we are. Coming in with a vengeance. We just really got started. Think of an apple, my darling. We just got really started. Thank you so much for being here. I agree, Kim. He confirmed we have 300 people in here. Bless you and thank you for watching. I know there is another card that came out, and this card is help from the cosmic unknown is coming. Help from the cosmic unknown. We're just kind of getting him warmed up. Just kind of getting him warmed up here. As I shuffle 2 more cards, look, they're starting to repeat big. Watch big, quickly, big. So the cards are starting to repeat, my darlings. So that means he's wanting confirmation. He's wanting confirmation. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here we are. This situation, Florida fan, and for all of you, now, what I don't want to do, because I am watching you, but what I don't want to do is start putting the chat, because then I get too distracted because I like to see what you're saying. But I am positive. Cheer. We can cheer. We know that. Let me move this microphone a little bit. We can definitely cheer because, look at this, my darlings. It's all about timing. All about timing. All about timing. I think Michael Easter said that he felt that the DOJ, that's what I believe in, the DOJ was watched the entire trial. Why not? Don't think they don't have things. Don't think that they've, Hank is, this is Hank and all of the bad actors wanting to believe that it's over. Wanting to believe. I don't know. Hi, how dare you? How are you, my darling? I am too. Welcome. Welcome. She said she's beside herself with joy. I'm kind of this. If I were beside myself, I'd have a problem. If there were two of me, that would be a problem. Hello, and much love to each and every one of you. So, the message that I have for you, if you see a message on any type of platform or social media that seems to be off, seems to be someone who's, because the one thing that I notice from a lot of these people, they don't want to talk, they want to fight. Have you noticed that? They want to argue, they want to fight, they want to get down and dirty, they want to threaten. Oh, you're going to be arrested, you're going to be okay. Okay. You know what happens? Fine. I get 3 squares a day. I can watch TV and don't have to do my own laundry. Yippee-yi-yay. People need to calm the flip down. Okay. Here we are, my darlings. Oh, and look. That card. Look at this. Now, I don't read in reverse, but this card came out with a vengeance in reverse. So we know who that is. The Lovers. Something went wrong in Higgy's heart. And I don't think that was the only thing, but I think that that's the thing that made sense. If you know what I mean. That's also a season of Gemini. So that was back in, May, late May, 3rd week of May, maybe. Then we have this Hierophant, spiritual. It's funny because, pardon me, the Hierophant is all about commitment and even marriage. And yet the Lover's card is upside down. So what this is telling me is this was a relationship that went wrong, that has gone wrong. Pray. We do. We have. We continue. We will. But this was a relationship that went wrong. And sometimes you just got to do what makes sense, right? You just have to do what makes sense. And I think for one particular person in this particular group of people, look what's on the bottom of the deck. The counterpart to the Hierophant, who is the High Priestess. Now, she's all about uncovering a mystery. And look at her. There's no gray area. It's just black and white. So she's here doing her stuff. There's a lot of symbolism in this card. We're not going to get into that. But this is getting pretty interesting. Okay, John. John's energy, thank you for being here today. I think sometimes you don't have it restored. What's going to be restored? What will be restored? Pardon me, I hit the mic. What will be restored? Let me get this lamp. There. Okay. What will be restored? There we go. What will be restored? Pray restored will seek more knowledge. Seek more knowledge. Karen's good name, faith will be restored. Karen's good name will be restored. You see, in this particular, look in this card. This is all about, oh, we're not going to talk about that. And hello. I think that I've always thought that there is a connection here with Miss Sandra, and not personally, but because of, you see, I look at things. I did a video. You may want to go back and take a look at it. I don't think that it was first of all, Matthew Farwell unalived this young lady here during a snowstorm. In all intents and purposes, he did work in that unit. We're not going to be careful what we put in the chat, please. And see, in all intents and purposes, they really felt, or Matthew felt, he got away with it. And then a year later, almost to the day, very close, within a few days, all of a sudden a nor'easter comes in, there's another blizzard. And I think they thought, because as we know, a lot can be hidden, so to speak, in a snowstorm. So they thought. And then all of a sudden, all of this started bubbling up and bubbling over. And then boom, ola. Matthew Farwell is never going to get out again because of bad decisions. And look at this card. Overlooked evidence. Right now I'm talking about Sandra. Your right palm keeps itching. Money might be coming. Overlooked evidence. There's still a lot. And the fact that we saw Alan Jackson at 34 Fairview yelling in the front, whistling, yelling in the front lawn, they were there. Who do you think got those pictures in the garage? There's some things about this I'm going to be talking about on Saturday night. So please do not, I know you're making your point here, John. So please try not to miss Saturday night, because Saturday night may blow your mind. This is serious. Yes, it is. Everybody. Okay. This is something that I've discussed with John. I'm going to tell you, we're going to get a little help from John on Saturday night. I know you guys are going to go, whoa. Careful what we put in the chat, my darlings. Zelda, why do I have to keep correcting you? I know, I don't remember how she said it. Or I would say it that way. Is it garage? Is it garage? Is what she said? I know she really hung on that R. I promise I'll do better. Oh, great one. Thank you. Okay, let me see if I can get this right. Here we go in the lesson of pronunciation. Garage. I have to look this up now. I have to look this up. Garage. I know that in many cultures it's garage. Healer. Okay. So is this a medical professional? A lot of medical evidence that came out. Retrial, you already said from your vision long ago. Yeah, Lucy, a lot of medical information came out in the retrial. You already said from your vision long ago. Glad J.O. is still with you. He's a comfort to all who are watching over Karen Reed Festival. I think that there's going to be a celebration. There's more going to come out. Okay. Garage. Is that right? Garage? Person. So there's a person that is a healer. So could that medical professional back? Person, healer, festival, back. What does that mean? Person, healer. Garage. Now I'm going to have to look. Garage. Almost. Okay, I'll look, and believe me, I will be saying it correctly. You guys are so funny. Kelly Devers. Okay. Put this together for us. We have a healer, we have a person, festival, and a garage. So does that mean there was a party in the... No, it wasn't garage. I'm saying garage. Hello. Erase. Pardon me. Was this festival in the... garage? Okay, Maeve. Zelda, if the people are 3-letter alphabet soup are investigating these things, what did Michael Farwell skate? Both brothers were involved. State, you mean? Well, there were so many of the players, same players. That were in John's case and Sandra's case, but John was in I'm going to call it a RICO unit, dresser. Was there a dresser in this outdoor area where you keep 2 cars at 34? The garage. Oh, is it a garage? Does anyone know if Devers was a part of the Explorer program too? I don't think so. I ask about that too. Good question though. Okay, you guys. This has turned into a thing. Oh my God, I'm dying. No. Garage. Oh, the R is pronounced garage. Garage. Chinese. Oh, Annie Jung. Garage. Resemble. Written. Annie, the Asian house. Yeah. Annie Jung. Is it Annie Jung? You guys, I can't get it. I'm going to have to listen to her. So this is garage. Oh my gosh. It's no wonder I can't say it if it's not. You guys. This is a thing. Look, hello, John. This is a thing now. We've got to get this right. Garage. 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 Is that right? Garage. Did I do it? Garage. Okay, written maybe. Now I'm going to tell you what I think he was doing. John was in this RICO. He was in the RICO unit. I'm going to call it that. That's it. That's it. Garage. Garage. Oh my. Garage. What's wrong with her? Pardon me, that made a noise. Garage. Okay, I got it. Garage. Angle. Okay. So Annie, is that her name? Annie Young? The lady next door. The lady next door took pictures at a particular angle. I know you all are cracking up. You guys are, oh my gosh. I'm cracking up because I don't know. Garage. The garage. Annie Chung. Triangle. So yeah, that there is a connection, a triangle. I'm going to go back and look because I lost my huge train of thought here. Yes, garage. I got it now. Okay, garage. Okay, hurrah. Jenna. Who is Jenna? Who is Jenna? I think John knew what's happening with Sandra Birchmore being as protected. Yes, I do think so. And I do feel so. And I do feel because their show. Because I'm going to tell you what else that particular unit looked into. RICO cases, rogue, alphabet agents, and ATF. I know you guys. I'm glad you're laughing because I am too. Garage. Garage. I'll get it. Show. All right. So let me get to the question. Garage. You got a good pendant. Phrase. Didn't Sandra Birchmore, wasn't she wearing a pendant when they found her? Oh, wow. Equal parts. Yes. Okay. Sandra was wearing a pendant. Okay. So this, there's something there. It was broken off of her. Oh, God. Poor Sandra. Bless her. It was on the floor. So she must have been wearing it and it broke. Found it. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it, Jess. Thank you. Was there a phrase on it? It was her grandmother's pendant, a flamingo. Hi, EMM. Hi there, my darlings. John, what was written on the pendant? Oh, gosh. Okay, so this is something that really fazed John. He was very garage. Okay, got it. He was really affected by this. Admire. I'm going to have to put all these words together because this is really something. But see, this Queen of Swords energy is all about communication, thought process, and trying to negotiate facts. I think, pardon me, I believe look, out comes this card again. Don't belong. Okay, so you did not belong in it. Okay, we gotcha. Pardon me. Yes, AD, thanks for clearing that up. The triangle and Mrs. Chung could be connected because if you look at the lawn where he was by the flagpole, it kind of looks like a triangle. Mrs. Chung could see that spot. Yes, and she took pictures and video, I think. I think everybody was looking out their windows that night to discover what was going on because when you don't like a neighbor and you see cop cars, you're thinking, "Oh boy, are we going to get some dirt? Are we going to get some tea?" So John is telling us he did not belong. And that he felt he didn't belong, and Karen didn't either. All Mrs. Chung saw was from he was an outsider, yes. All she saw was the first responders. Okay, he was working diligently on that case. Hippie chick, okay. Keep us posted, darling. Curious, I don't know, honey, if there was I haven't heard about that. I know that they had like a little porch on the back of their house opening. Okay, let's get to some of these questions. Well, we'll come to your house, Carla, for the pierogies. How's that? How many are you making? We used to make pierogies, and we would make at least 250 at a time, and we would we would brace. We would freeze them. Waiting for pizza to deliver. Oh my gosh, what am I going to get now? I had Chinese the other night, and it was so good I had it twice more, and it's kind of like, just a minute. There's a neighbor man who's standing outside my window, and he's just standing there, kind of like watching me. Do you ever bathroom? Did you ever do you ever go to one of these places, and I have the window open because my cats are looking out. It's daylight. Hello, it's almost 4:00 p.m. I don't think he wants anything, but did you ever see one of those studios where you just walk up and you wave at somebody? That's kind of how I feel. Hello, I'm in a fishbowl. Be aggression. I'm not going to be aggressive, I promise. Hold on just a minute. Can I help you? If I don't feed him, he'll go away. Religious. Oh my goodness. I don't feed him anyway, but he is a professor at the college in etymology and likes to talk to me about that. Do I look like an etymologist to you? Possibly. All right. Now that we got that done and over with, to be honest, Cheryl says, I had a neighbor who constantly had ambulance and fire at their house in the middle of the night. Signs were never on. I would wake up because of flashing lights through my shade. BA is full of BS. Amen. We agree with you. And Hank's broken pencil. Love it. Look at that little face. Is that not a sweet little thing? Dresser, Chinese written, angle, triangle, huge. Jenna, show, phrase, admire, don't belong, opening, brace, bathroom, and aggression. So Hank's broken pencil is writing those down and keeping track for us. I have a window shade, but it's so beautiful out, and I'm kind of tucked in the back. Like my condo's kind of, you have to purposely come around, and the kitties are in the window. So, I just don't want to I'm not going to that was enough disruption for me. He's gone now. It was winter, not full trees. Chung saw more than we know. I think so, John Mike. I think so. Oy vey, vasos los is right. I get it. Well, when you're neighbors. It was the same neighbor who's one time their washer, who is in the back right over my kitchen, failed. And water, all of a sudden, at 8 p.m., came rushing down over my overhead light fixtures, came in here pouring from the fan above me, doing all this pouring. And it's like, oh my gosh. So we had a little skirmish over that because he didn't want to replace anything. Anyway, all healed. That's why I don't like condo living. Because you just, there's this much space between the unit up there and the unit here. And it kind of means, who's responsible for what. My landlord had very good insurance. So there we go. Let me catch up with all of you, my darlings. There you go, my darling. Yeah, when your neighbors, it's kind of, I would rather, I'm not that camel commercial. I'd rather fight than switch. I'd rather switch than fight. But, I'm also going to live. I don't want to feel like I live in a fishbowl and that somebody's going to come around, because I will tell him, look, if you see me talking, is that not a clue that you need to be vamoosing? You like what I said about a barn dominium? Yeah. Maybe one day I'll show you plans. I don't know. We were talking Monday night, and Kim says she's getting a new place, and I've been, thinking. Now we have this. The universe knows the truth. And we have religious up there. I think that's something that these people need, in my opinion. I don't know. I didn't listen this much to these interviews, but has anyone ever heard anyone say, I pray to God every night that John receives justice? I have no idea. Yeah, for God's sake. Do you ever hear little things like this? No, it's always, well, I shouldn't go out there because of this and this and this. I shouldn't do this because I'm not this. Look, wipe hole. If you've got somebody in your front lawn and first responder, you don't have to be a cop. My crack could be running outside wondering what's going on. Hello. You don't hear that from any, and I'm going to give you a little hint. You'll hear it one day when they get caught. Oh my God, please help us. Because they won't be mad. They'll just be mad they get caught. That's how it works. They don't understand. They've been tortured. They're the true victims. Get a life. Get a life. My heck. Standing Stones, you beautiful thing. I planted 2 things for John and Karen a few days back. A fall blooming clematis and a regular type. How beautiful. Rosebud 4. Me. I got your earrings on today, my darling. Thank you. That's right. Not from the Alberts. No, make Alberts. No, lesson. See, there's a lesson in this. John says, lesson. Kim says the most pathetic thing about John to Petri dish getting catfished is the catfishing didn't even bother creating a burner email account. Right? I can hear them when my neighbors upstairs go to the bathroom. Yeah. I can too. I laugh all the time. I went in my bathroom. I was laughing about something, and I heard the guy upstairs laughing because I was laughing. So, anything that happens in the bathroom that is classified as a body function, you better be careful because you just don't know who's listening. That interview, Louise says, was pathetic. Absolutely it is. That was so offensive, especially considering what they put Karen and Aiden through. Oh, they're not going to stop. Be prepared. And then next month, probably after 4th of July, let freedom ring. AJ will be back. I'll be back. And he will be getting jiggy with it. And you watch and see the followings. The 23rd was significant because that's when all of these things started coming out. Okay, my darlings. Trisha, what is the name of the app that you're using for EVP? This is a real fun one, and I really like the developers. They've actually gifted me this app. I use the pro version. It's by Unity, and it is called Ghost Talker, I think. You'll know it when you see it if you look in the App Store, because it's like a kind of bluish, like this color that's on here, this color blue, and it has a hand. Pardon me, you'll know that. Okay. There you go. I have the hiccups. Pardon me. There's so many people involved in the movement. I do not sub to or watch. Yeah, there's a lot of people. But this is like phase. Phase 1, Karen is now free. Phase 2, justice for John. Phase 3, included in phase 2, justice for Sandra. And there's more interaction. Okay. All right. I'm getting back there. Equal Parts says nobody's sticking up for them. They want their own color to work. Oh, there was a card that went fluking out. Let me grab it. I agree with you. Well, this is for them. So if any of you bad actors are watching, this message is for you. Contact is coming to you soon. Soon enough. If it hasn't already, someone will be contacting you. Maybe it's time to lawyer up again. The deep denial and projection from these people is amazing. Versus, yeah, it's going to be Karen versus, hold on, somebody sent me an email. It's going to be Karen versus, whomever again. Lucy, I don't know what you sent me, but I like the background. It's not a good one. I'm with you. Had a little bit of experience with that. Zelda, get one of those devices that drives off critters and aims into the bathroom above. Yeah, there, I need to do that. High-pitched noise. Zelda, I missed out on the House of Zelda deck. Are you going to make more in the future? Possibly. If you will email me directly, I'll put you on a little list and I'll get with Mrs. Marie. And if we're going to do any more, I'll let you know. Because I'm going to tell you, these are hard work to make. They may not look like it, but it is hard work to make. And it takes a minute to put them together. There's printing, cutting, gluing. I use book binding glue, like page binding glue. And then, so there's a lot that goes into it. So we'll see though. Email me directly, my darling, and then we'll see what Mrs. Marie has to say. Hi, Kelly. Welcome to everyone who's coming in. Welcome, welcome. Hello. All of you are so wonderful. Higgins is going to crack. Well, ghost hunting tools, EVP radar. Thank you. What I say, ghost talker? There is one that's ghost talker, but I think Kim is correct. Oh, well, if some of you are watching on your TVs, then I'll put the chat up here because that's really fun to watch. Oh, Jenna, baby. She got chills when it said Jenna. I believe me, when it says Zelda and psychic and all that stuff, I get chills too. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. We've got let's take a break. Let's take a break here. Hello, Anne is a new member. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. And deleted comment queen. Hello, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. Gramir Rain, bless you and thank you. Forta fan, oh my goodness, love our crew. I do too. Love you, Z. Love you back. Question, you inferred that someone saw something when they delivered something to the Albert party on the night of. Yeah, let's talk about this a little bit. And thanks for talking in code. Thank you. We can do that. And Jenna, thank you again. All right. I just want to make sure I catch up with everybody. Okay. So, my darlings, new sub. Hi, Chris. Come on in. Oh, somebody just fell off the windowsill. Hi, Chris. Welcome. We've got a new sub here. Loving it here. Well, we love having you here, and you're going to love our people here because, our people are your people. Okay, good. V, so wonderful. It was, I think Ryan had something to do with that. But there is a gentleman by the name of Chris Purchase. Now, this disclaimer down here, this is not a fact. I don't know it. And that's it. But there is a gentleman by the name of Chris Rogers. Chris Rogers' name was in the police report, one of the police reports. Don't know which one. Last weekend, Chris Rogers, a person, Northwest. Okay. Managing. Is there a company, Northwest Managing? Anyway, last weekend, I think, or after the McAlberts came out with their thing, I'm going to call it that. Let's be careful what we put in the chat, my darlings. Okay, please. There was a person, don't know if it's the same, I have no way of knowing, by the name of Chris Rogers in the Book of Faces, Boston 25 room. I'm going to call it that, the chat room. He said that he had delivered some goods and services to that address. I'll take it there. And said that he witnessed someone unaliving. Now, of course, everybody jumped on that. And the last time I looked, I haven't looked lately, but the last time I looked, it was still there. Boston 25 had not taken those comments down. And of course, you can imagine everybody was going berserkoid. Now, is it true? I don't know. Was that the right Chris Rogers? I don't know. Everybody said, why haven't you come forward? And he said he was afraid of these people because he was threatened there. So that's all I know about that. And I'm going to tell you something. Taking a look at that former homeowner, that scares me, and I'm fearless when it comes to things. He scares me. And I'm fearless. You're welcome, Florida fan. You're welcome. So you may want to look on the Book of Faces final. Yeah, this is coming to a finality. You may want to look on the Book of Faces and see if that's still there. I don't know, but look at this energy getting red. Okay. And another card, once again, Hour, that says overlooked evidence. Key. Our key. You know how I feel about the key, my friends. You know, you're seeing this happen. No way am I manipulating. Look at the red energy. Caroline. Happen. Key, Caroline, happen. I think you're right, John Mike. Key, our key, Caroline, happen. I think that, well, the defense team was in the house and investigated. That's how they got the pictures of the, now let me see if I can say this correctly. Garage. Piggy had to go to the PD for keys. I want to know how often he went there. But see, drinking is such such a normal thing there. It's kind of like, What's the big deal? I've been out drinking for days, it seemed like. 24 hours. They were in New York, supposedly. I wonder about that. Did they actually go to that fallen officer's funeral? Did they actually attend? And where did they stop so they could change their clothes? Look at this card that just came out. And what did we just see on this? On this up here? Wait, there we are. What did we just see? Lesson. A lesson. Oh, JM is feeling beyond pressure. And I want unit. Okay, so is this your unit? Is the unit that you worked in a key for Sandra as well? Is the unit you worked in? We won't go too much longer, my darlings, because I do have to work later. There is control over these people. Not a coincidence at all, Kim says. No. A lesson could be also a lessee. That's kind of a far cry. I think there's a lesson that needs to be learned because I think there's still some overlooked evidence. Some of the people are saying, well, there can't be an open investigation because the crime scene was destroyed. Okay, let's look in a different direction. Why do we just want to give up? You have a person who is unalived here and people that are angry because Karen didn't get put away. So, that is something else. Didn't they take the bulkhead to look at before because they were allowed in the house by the new homeowners? I think they took a door or a doorknob or something like that. Time frame for the McAlberts to go down legally? Well, the DOJ, our friends at the alphabet soup will take their time because they have a 99.9% conviction rate. So the longer they wait, the better it's going to be. Now, I feel that there's going to be some people in the DA's office who may have to possibly sort of kind of answer to some more things. And that includes possibly Lolly. No, there's no statute of limitations, but I think that she was asking how long is there going to be some type of time frame that we can depend on. Well, I look at it this way. The longer they take, the more they gather. The more evidence they have. That's what happened with Matthew Farwell. You see, Nick Garino, overlooked 35,000 plus texts of Sandra Birchmore and Matthew Farwell. That was overlooked evidence, that card that we keep coming back to. And you could tell, get the kiss. Okay, so the kiss was when you kissed Karen on the forehead and Hickey Baby saw it. What I was saying is, I think it's pretty Wow, that distracted me. I'll think of it in a minute. John, the question I have is this. What do you think of the statements that are being made by two families, the former homeowner of 34 Fairview and the sister and brother-in-law? What do you think of that? I would like to know. Yeah, Therese, they did go in the rule. Okay. Yes. Yes. Only 32,000. Yes. Oh, Gitmo Garino. Thank you. Gitmo Garino, you saw he wasn't his little cocky self on the stand this time. He kept saying, "Oh no. Oh, I didn't do this. Oh no, I didn't." The first time, remember he got up there and in the microphone was like, "Kill me now." Cocky. This cocky, everybody's laughing. Didn't do that now, did he? Oh no, most likely he's had a couple of sessions with our friends, the badge boys, who were wanting to know what the heck. Equal, the splotch in the garage concerns me as to why the Fed didn't take it down to the past pickable and run it through sequencing. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Sometimes here's the thing about paint on concrete. Concrete is porous. So is wood. Trying to cover that up may be a good idea. However, it depends. They may have taken. My thing is, don't do just a surface. There looks like there's a wooden part of the frame. Yeah. There looks like there's a wooden part of the frame and then the concrete foundation. I'm going to say it that way. Ready. You are dang ready. Well, we are too, John. We are too. And anything coming from John, I'm going to put it that way, could have seeped between the cracks of the wooden foundation, the frame. Yeah, I got chills. So you want to talk about, so it seems like this is affecting you. Is this something that you want to tell us more about? Look under the wood where the wood meets the cement. Agreed. Oh, snap, Sharon. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Look, BA is a demon. Where are we?
Sit down, demon.
That button is about worn out. Good morning, Shona. How are you? It's 6:20 a.m. here in the Aussie. Let me see. I'll have to go back and start early. Yeah, you're going to see me. I'm learning how to say garage, like Kelly Devers. Thank you. A Venmo just came in. Thank you to whomever sent that. Is so generous. Thank you. Thank you. The sun comes out. The sun comes out with this Queen of Cup energy. This right here tells me someone will be returning. Someone will be returning. That means could be returning to 34 Fairview, could be returning to the scene of the crime, whichever one they want to specify, because I believe the house is a scene, the yard is a scene, Sallyport is a scene, and whatever else you want to add to that scene. So someone is returning, and there will be a brand new start, a brand new beginning, a brand new investigation. That is a King of Swords. That is a legal fellow. The swords are business and legal. And in this case, with his sword up, he's there. He's indifferent right now, looking forward to looking into more. He's got emotion all around him. You see, the background is very still. But as time goes on and you go to the Queen, and then you filter down to the, you go from the King, Queen, Knight, the Page, you see a whole succession of wind blowing. That's why I have this Knight of Swords out here, so he can just blazing in. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate my mods so much. They work so hard. Maintain. Okay. All right. So right now is the look of possibly them walking away. It's the look of. Because sometimes when you feel like it's over, okay, things get back to normal, and somebody can start running their mouth on social media, and somebody can make mistakes, and that's kind of happened before. And there's John's card. He is the Temperance card. He is a Sagittarius, and you see how the wings go off the frame of the card, basically saying there's more to this than meets the eye. And this is a divine power, pardon me. What am I doing? Sorry. This is a divine power that's over and above this. So the fact that this is John's card is telling us they are going to be maintaining their decorum. They meaning 3 initial agencies, will maintain their decorum. We probably will not get a hint of when they are back. Oh, look at this. 2 angels and investigating lover boy. Both angels, amazingly enough, have their wings coming off the frame of the card, telling us that there's more to this than meets the eye. More to it. I saw some little things up here that I wanted to just. Florida fan, hit the like button. Over 300 here and only 74 likes. Thank you. Yes, please, that helps us. Please and thank you. There's Scooby walking through. You didn't see her, though. She's feeling better. Let's see. Oh, Mrs. K, could you pull cards on whom from the group will fold and when? I don't know if it's going to happen that way. But my guess is going to be someone else pointing the fingers at someone who is not a part of the group, who is an outsider. Someone, in my opinion now, someone that has a lot to lose and sort of kind of, but to protect their own. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. What am I going to have for dinner tonight? Hello, kept. Okay. The best kept secret. Is he being kept? $227 likes. Yeah, I need 227 likes and more. Mistake, Zelda. Exactly. Yes. Okay, thanks. Here we go. Kiss rule. Damn. Ready. Chills. Maintain. Do you have any messages for, I'm going to shuffle again. Do you have any messages for, thank you, Florida. Thank you. Do you have any messages for Karen or Aiden? Do you have a message for Karen or Aiden? Let us know. Message Karen or Aiden. This is winning. This is a victory card. This is a champion. You know, there for a little while, I kept saying Karen and Aiden were champions. We are the champions, right? You've got this laurel wreath on his head. It's a victory wreath, another victory wreath on a fire card. John is a fire element. This going to be more open doors, backed by the community. Backed by the community. How do I know that? See the people there in the background cheering this fellow on? Look here. $245 likes. Louise, thank you so much. You guys, thank you. Now, if you will please consider subscribing, I want to get to 10,000 because when I get to 10,000, I'm going to extend an invitation to our beautiful friend, attorney Melanie Little. I'm going to extend an invitation to some others as well. And we're going to see. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep growing. Now size. I'm going to tell you something. I keep asking what John's shoe size is. Yes, Grok is sort of kind of like ChatGPT. Because I don't think they have the right size, or they had the right size in the evidence bag. Look what happened in court. Look what happened to that evidence bag. And that was that the bag that when Yuri Buchanek sat down and looked over his shoulder and said, that evidence bag was making a noise. I need to go through that again. That happened, I believe, May 8th. May. Oh my gosh, look how long. That just feels like it's forever ago. But I have been saying, I think he probably was at least a 12. But I don't know. Maybe it could be anything. Officer Shakalaki. Be careful. Let's be careful what we're saying in the chat, my darlings. Careful, careful, careful. I mentioned, well, I'm not even going to go there. 3, 4 different, yeah. Okay. John, is there someone else involved other than the 4 people? There are more people involved. I'm going to say that. Can you confirm the 4 people? This never listen to what I just said. Can you confirm the 4 people? So they were drunk. Well, yeah. Wow. Wow. So someone was there, was drinking, was also involved. And at this point, he's saying that whomever this person is a mystery. Is a mystery. Domain. Domain means a home. A home. So it was someone in the domain. Someone there. A drunk. Imagine that. Someone there, drunk at the domain. Okay. Okay. I want to see what you're putting down. And what are you picking up? This is the Magician card. I also like to call it the Manifestation card, but this is the Magician card. There's an infinity symbol. It's basically saying there's, oh. Well, domain comes from kingdom, which is the king and his dominion. Domain. So I think that we're talking about the king of that house. But this is interesting because this card basically talks about as above, so as below, meaning what is in heaven and that, so is below. And then we have this card. See, here's the action, the horses again. So this shift. Did someone come home after their shift? It's always and water, a water sign man, but this is a man that actually will be going in. Okay, so the energy is getting close to somebody who's going to be, has their law, they're on the right side. going to be doing very well, because this right here is saying it's a matter of time. Yeah, it can be a ruler of government too. That's right, Rosebud. But it's a matter of time. And you see the position of this horsey. He's just leaping at the opportunity, jumping into place. There's someone who was involved that has regret. Typical. Okay. Another horse. There is, and you see how the horse and the man are facing here. So it's like this energy here is going to be now working together to get this taken care of. Now, you see how these two are back to back. This is energy of guilty, angry, upset over loss, not looking what still remains. However, we have this beautiful knight who's got his back to this person, who knows the truth. Oh, I just heard a whistle. Nobody's here. My son's in another room. Don't know if anybody else heard the whistle. Use whistles and a cough sometimes, knocking, that's signs for me. So it looks like we're on the right path. A hesitation to come forward. That's very clear. There's a hesitation, wondering what will happen, knowing that the perpetual will hit the fan, knowing that the gauntlet will drop, knowing that lock. So we have a key, but now we have a lock. I think there's only one person that could, out of this group, in my own thought process, would have regret. And there's reasons. I think the regret comes from, oh my gosh, I was drunk. Maybe I overextended myself type of regret. What did I do? Oh my God. The regret of, oh my God, what am I going to do with my job? I have this career. And then the, oh my God, what will they do to me? And if I go away, it's over for me. I'm going to say this. Sometimes justice is blind. Sometimes justice is blind, but do you see that little white dot up above her blindfold? That is a third eye opening. That is a card in which, pardon me, that is a card that basically says, use your gut instinct, use your energy. But this card says it all underneath this one, because this is all about it can be regret, hesitation. And here is the legal part. The Emperor. I like to call this the King Solomon card, because I wish we all had the Emperor energy, quite frankly, because it's that striving to do the right thing. Fear them. You Did you fear them? You walked into a lion's den for sure. Did you fear them? Who has to fear them? Who should be fearing them? Does this person that feels regret fear them? I think so. I think that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm hearing. Because they could take literal, could they take matters into their own hands? We did get this a couple of weeks ago. But I can tell you this, they're going to be pointing at this one person. He knows this person knows the collective group, will be pointing to one person, and he knows where he will go. And that's the hesitation. That is why there is the regret. That is he knows. This person, it's a he, it's a male, he knows. He knows. And with this being, fear them before this and then jail. In my opinion, I believe it's Higgy. I can be wrong. But if there's anybody that's going to get the finger pointed at them, in my opinion, now it's not fact, I don't know, I'm not involved, but my opinion, based on the cards and based on what I see, there's a good possibility that it would be Higgy. If not, then we know. Because he's got a lot to lose. I don't think it's Proctor. Because Proctor wasn't there that night. They will point the finger at someone that was there. I want you to know this. There is a good possibility that they could also find in that paint stain in the garage, whatever it is, that they could find someone else's DNA alongside with anything, if they can get it. Cement, wood are extremely porous, and we just don't know if there is any DNA stuff under that paint stain. But why would that be there? There's only one garage. So as I was saying, this Emperor card, it's the do the right thing card. It's that energy of make a decision, do the right thing. When you do the right thing, you're not only doing it for someone else, but you're especially doing it for yourself. I can't say it. I can't say it. I believe that there's a high possibility of that. Good question, John. I'm going to put this up here. Look at that jail. Well, Lady Z, does John know the future of this issue, or is free will still an anchor that can shift? Yes and yes. He understands on a greater aspect what can be done, what should be done, and what will be done. But he also knows that free will can change it. So at this point, it's very protest. It's going to be very hard. This card, the star card, that's an Aquarius. That is the card for Jennifer McCabe. She will be the one doing the finger pointing, I believe, on behalf of. Because if it comes down to her family of the domain, then she will take that trip from choppy waters and move everyone with her into much calmer seas. And the only way that she can do it is with a very creative new beginning. That's what this Ace of Wands is. It's a creativity, new beginning, open doors, opportunity, growth, flourishing, brand new beginning. Honey, I agree with you. I think he already is. Go pay Higgy Baby a few nights of spooky visits. He is the one feeling guilt break him down. Yes, I believe that. And look, I'm going to tell you something. This one right here can be broken. If you don't think so, look at how she acted when the DOJ showed up and she was thinking it was an ice cream truck. Protest. Well, this is another new beginning, and it's going to be an emotional new beginning. So we've got a new beginning in my opinion, 100% investigation will open. I just don't have a time frame. Welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to go another 10 minutes, my darling, and then I got to vamoose because it is, I got to work tonight. And my clients won't be, I got to tell you something funny. My clients get so upset that I'm on YouTube because they can't contact me constantly when they want me. So they'll cry. Oh my gosh. I thought you quit. I thought you lost you. No, I'm in YouTube. Come over and say, no, that's okay. Well, you know I'm here. No, that's okay. Where have you been? So I know how that is. Rhonda says, if Higgy speaks first, then who's going first? Higgy won't speak first. Control, you see. I'm going to tell you, of all people, Higgy has the most control out of them. Why do I say that? He did not come out with a statement. He did not sign a declaration. If you looked at this case, and today was the first day after Karen's verdict of 1 week ago, you would not even know that Higgy Baby was involved because he has virtually disappeared. And quite frankly, he's probably the smartest of all of them. He's lawyered up. He's probably the smartest of all of them, in my opinion. And he's zipping it. Now, will that save his butt dialing self? I don't know. I don't think so. No. I don't think so. Don't think so. Yes, John is a Sag storm. The storm is coming. The storm is storm and child. Oh, John. So it's something they're connected there to. And I'm going to tell you all of my darlings this. If you are watching on multiple devices or some devices, do me a favor, go into each one of those devices and make sure that you click your notifications. If you're not getting notifications and it's clicked, unclick it, and then maybe refresh your browser and then click it again, because sometimes that'll do it. Because I watch on multiple devices. I watch on an iPad. I've got a couple of phones. I watch on my TV. And I make sure, because sometimes the people that we love, that we want to see, are not, the notifications aren't clicked when, on a different device. So you may have to do that, my darlings. Maybe. He's got some tea to spill, honey. He's got some tea to spill. The Lady Jen doth protest too much. Quite true, sir. Quite true. Patty, won't the other three go too? Maybe. But they have a better chance of pointing the finger. See, a crime of passion. A crime of passion. A crime of passion. Would the other three go? It just depends on how they do it. It depends on how they do it. I mean, if they did, there's deals to be made. Accessory. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know, but hello. But it's called saving their own skin. And with this 3 of Pentacles coming out, a very earthy 3, it's collaboration, working together, sticking together on a project. Chloe says, I'm sure he's listening to his attorney. Oh, I'm sure he is as well. Now, Kim says, yeah, he did call the JFK show decorated dude. That's for sure. There you go. An island prison sounds nice. Yeah, it sure does. Truman Show. Hi, darling. Love the format. Good. I'm so glad that you do. This is kind of a new gig. And before we go, I just want to say to all of you, please do me this favor. Mark off Saturday night. I have something that is going to blow you away. We're going to try it. It's something brand new. It's unprecedented. It's based on a few little things that I've been cooking with my own system. I'm going to say it that way. And I want you to all witness, because we may get something and we may not. But we're going to utilize a few things, and we're going to see what we can do to come up with a few other things. And I would love to have you here to witness it. It may be a big nothing burger, but I don't think so. I heard that, being surrounded by gators. Wouldn't that be? I heard that. How interesting. Yeah, Michael Easter was the one that Bev wouldn't allow in. Well, we understand there's a method to her madness, and understand why is because he's got a lot of info. He's the one giving a lot of Easter eggs. No pun intended. I heard the reason why they were all going for Karen is because Brian Albert had a little black book that he did favors for people or let them off the hook with tickets, and they all own him. Something. I think that might be a corner of it all. There's so many secrets that these people have. It's going to take a cryptologist to even go through it. Here we go, my darling. Uh-oh, look what we've got here. Miss Jules from Florida gifted 10 Lady Zelda Kelly memberships. Bless you, bless you. Bless you, my darling. Thank you, thank you. That's so generous. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for tonight, Zelda. You're quite welcome. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to have a giveaway because you all are so sweet. I'm only going to give away one thing, and it is going to be very special. I don't offer it in the psychic shop, so I want to give it to you. And you can stay where you are. I'm going to have this giveaway, and it's going to be part of the system that I have created. All I will need is your birthday and the name you were born with. And if you have a married name or an adopted name or whatever, give me whatever names you want to include. So I will need your name and your birthday. If you want to give me a location of your birth, that's even better, but not required. So you will actually email me after the drawing and let me know that you are the winner, and then I'll get that out to you right away. So it's something completely different. It has a little bit to do with some numerology, and has a lot of it to do with some other things that I use, and it's a system that I have invented myself. So look at this card that came up. The Fool. There is a fool involved here. There is this brand new beginning, wiping the slate clean, starting over. Yeah, you wrong. I love it. So this is what you have to do, my darlings. This is what we're going to shut it down now. We're going to thank John for his time. I'm going to shut it down. Thank you, John, for your time. Lots of good things there tonight. And we're going to shut this one down. Thank you so much. My goodness, we had a really good session. 2.5 hours. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to write in the, well, I'm going to set up my giveaway tool, and I'm going to share it with you. And this is what I want you to put in capital letters in the chat. So give me a second. I'm going to share my screen. And this is exactly what you'll need to do. And then I will pick a winner. Go, everyone. Let's see. Hashtag OJO. Hashtag OJO. Bless you, my darlings. Bless you, my darlings. Getting ready to storm here. And I am just a wonder. Now put it in only once, because if you put it in 2 or 3 times, it'll kick you out. So one time only, please. One time only. If you made a mistake and put it in 2, please hurry and delete it. Let's go. We've got 33 in already. My goodness, I'm so happy. My goodness. And see, this is something that I can do for all of you because, drawings are not fair when you have a community that is all over the world and you only ship to the US or Canada, right? So this is why I want to do this. I want to do this for you. Doesn't matter, fate and fortune or seeing crime, whichever one you want to do, my darling, is fine. What you want to do is you want to enter hashtag OJO. Hashtag OJO. One time, please. Thank you, Miss Jules, Florida. Takes one to know one. Keep it going, my darlings. We're up to 68 entries already. Thank you, EMM. Thank you so much. Listen, I appreciate all of you so much. You send me gifts and you send me little donations and, things to keep me going on Dairy Queen, the Page of Wands comes up for this investigation, and you see this little feather in this guy's hat. Well, there's an expression. Well, there's a feather in the cap. Believe me, there are two people who will not let this go. And John will have justice. It may take longer, but you know what? I would rather have justice come to John and have all of the info than to do it out of a knee-jerk reaction. John says, thank you, John. Or John. Yes, John says, thank you, John O'Keefe. We honor you, mate. Very kind. Thank you so much. I'd love to send you a beautiful rock once you're moved. Thank you. Thank you. Once I get moved, I will be going, I will be getting a post office box so I can share it that. So there. The only thing that I have right now, my darling, is an Amazon wish list. And that I've got a few little goodies in the Amazon wish list if you want to send me something that way. For right now, I don't have it. You know, Kim Robinson, I've got to tell you, my darling, eating a miniature Butterfinger. Will you share? Because I love those. But I'm cutting, so I don't eat it that much. I just be careful. But keep going, my darlings. We're up to 80 people already. So what I want to do, but anyway, our lovely Sue got me to thinking during Manifestation Monday, because, you know, I kind of want a barn dominium. I don't know. See, that's the whole thing. That's what happens when you have too many choices. To analyze is to paralyze. Hello. So we'll see. We'll see what I'm doing. And I'll definitely let you know, because I know there's going to be something coming pretty quickly. So I'll let you know. And I'll have to take a little time off in order to buzz off here. And beautiful mod Jerry has offered, she doesn't know what she's getting into, but she's offered to come and help us move, which I may just take her, just my son and I and the kitty brigade. Nate says, we'll send you some Tim Tams from Oz when you move. Sorry, those who know. Oh, how cool. Thank you so much. There you go. I love it. Okay, my darlings, last call for the giveaway. We have 82 people that are entered. So what do you say? I think last call. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Time to draw. Who's going to be the big winner? Who's going to be the winner? Nurse Corky! Congratulations, Nurse Corky! Oh, my darling, thank you so much for being here. If you will please do me a favor, email me directly at psychiczeldakelly.com. You'll want to include your birthday. You'll want to include your full name. If you are married or you have another name, please include that. Because, you know, sometimes you're born with one name, you get married, or, you know, something else, you change your name and you can hyphenate that. That's fine. So please give me that. If you want to give me only the numbers of your address, that's great too. It's all about numbers. If you've got particular numbers, do not give me anyone else's birthday, because that'll kind of mess it up. But anyway, I'll let you discern what you want to send me. Email me so I can get this out to you. Congratulations, Nurse Corky, for being here. Bless you, bless you. I am so happy that you were able to win this. Very good. Very good. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. knowing that we've got more to build on the board. We're building more on the board. Everything is going to work out. I'm going to tell you right now, John will have justice. John will have justice. There you go. Now, don't forget, Saturday night, 7 p.m., unprecedented, I'm just going to say a psychic experiment. Now, I've done this before for other things, but on here, first time. First time, psychic experiment. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I don't see Nurse Kim in here right now, but we'll make sure that she gets Nurse Kim, Nurse Corky. We'll make sure that we get her the information that she needs. So anyway, this is, yes, Karen, I love this. Our vision board for justice. I will be adding things on there as we move along. So remember, Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, and everything is good. Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, that is New York, America time. So all is great. Listen, I can't wait for you to see this. And I want to thank each and every one of you for the Cash App and for the Venmo. I want to thank you. You all are so fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a day. This time last week, we were all happy, crying. We've got phase one over to that extent. Now we move on and we see what's going on. So there we go. Nate, can someone translate that to East Coast Oz, please? I'll wait for you to get that. Okay, before I shut down. So if someone wants to help Nate with the East Coast of Oz, time to recharge. 9 a.m. Sunday at a guess. I don't know. Let me take a look. Can you all hear me typing? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Whoever said 9 a.m. is correct. 9 a.m. Australia East Coast time. So there you go. There you go. So my darling, listen, Rosebud, the earrings are cool. I love the earrings. She got me a variety of hoop earrings, and I add beads and baubles and everything. I mean, it's like doubling your wardrobe when you do that. And it's just, I wear them constantly. So thank you so much for everything. It is 7 p.m. your time. It will be 8 a.m. Melbourne time. Okay, Shona. So we'll let Nate kind of sort of figure that one out. So if you'll do me a favor, my darlings, please hit the like button. Please subscribe on your way out. And do me this other favor and hang in here, because here comes the outro. It's the outro. We're leaving for now. But I'll be posting again. I'll be posting more. So I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for being such a blessing. You guys are just so fantastic. Let me take this off here. You guys are fantastic. What else can I say? Nothing. So play the outro, Zelda. Playing the outro. Bye for now. They'll tell you the facts are clear, but the truth always flickers between the lines. In every shadow, there's a secret that refuses to stay buried. Clues hide in symbols, and sometimes even fate won't show its hand. Voices echo not just from the living, but from the silence they leave behind. I'm Lady Zelda. This is Seeing Crime, where what's hidden doesn't stay hidden for long. Until next time, keep watching.